Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the LRS Pro Series of Stock Car. We're here for round 3 for the Vintage Stock Car Talladega Showdown. As we're currently taking a look at the standings, we have Apollo up front. With a total of 9 points in the lead, we have Scratch, Zach, and Linz all tied for second with 5. And we have MTL and Smoker both tied with 4. Running battle for 5th. Sam with 2 points and the rest with 0. So let's take a look at who's going to be taking the victory lane, who's going to be taking away the win from the legend, the veteran himself, Apollo. As we are about to load up Talladega, and we're about to get ready to watch a good qualifying and an even better race. Keep an eye out for the other races that also come in the future, such as the Blank 30 at Atlanta, and also the big and incredible one, which will be the Buckshot Bros 100 at the Brickyard. Last season we saw in the M series we saw a huge crash at Talladega for the Puma 30, and this time we're gonna find out if there's going to be a big crash or we're gonna see some fantastic racing at Talladega for the Pro Series. As we are about to take a look at the qualifying session here, we have Slaughternaut getting ready to do a run here. The number 69, who did not have a good start to the season, of course, ending up outside of anything good, unfortunately. But let's see if everything will flip for today at the Talladega race, because it is, of course, Talladega. Shit could hit the fan at any second, which is what makes this so awesome. So looking at MTL, the driver who ended up in second previously, and also the race winner of the Hilsakione, Michigan race. That is none other than the number 22 of Scratch, driver the home improvement, Tim Allen, Chevy Camaro. They're getting ready to do his qualifying lap right now, up into turn 1. And Scratch has been doing very well. Of course, he has been in the podiums on multiple occasions, but he has not been in podiums that much, but he's currently duking it out for second. So it is nice to see him also be in contention for a top spot here at the Pro Series for Season 4. So I was taking a look at Sam, one of the other drivers that is also doing very, very good. Of course, Sally missed out at Michigan, which is very unfortunate for the number 6. Very much a bummer for him, but let's see what he could do here at Talladega. Since he did miss out, he ended up in 6th at Michigan. Let's also take a look at Shiny, the Season 2 M Series champion, and Linz, one of the best drivers on the field. On multiple occasions, have been very good. Of course, he ended up 4th at the Talladega race, and he's also in contention for first, or at least second place. He's tied along with Scratch and Zach. And although Linz has never been on the... I don't think Linz has been on the podium. No, he has. I think he has been at Eldor. I don't know. But consistency is key. Oh, and there goes Artie flying, hitting the wall and spinning out across turn 3. Oi, oi, oi. A wreck right there. I don't know with who he wrecked. But that is the 11. And now cars are coming over, trying to do a proper run. They cannot do a proper run at the moment, since everything just like hit the fan all of a sudden. Very unfortunate. And now Apollo needs to be fast, because he might also have to slow down. Yeah, he slows down. Unless he's going into the pits. Mattel, stop giving me this camera. And it looks like Apollo did not slow down. See what he'll bring out. Stop giving me this fucking camera. Oh, they get really close over there. Do not do that again, gentlemen, please. Looking at Shiny currently in 8th. With a total of a 55,970. Then I have to put a proper run because of, I think, an incident. I think it was Shiny who was involved within the incident, but I'm not sure. Artie is back on the field, so that's a positive. Zach also coming into the pits, as he is currently the driver with the professional pole. Up in first, but can he keep that spot up in first? Smoke here immediately skyrocketing himself to second. And we still have Zach up front, as Zach is coming into the pits. New tires, maybe new strategy, or a bit of tuning on this vehicle. Looking at Sam currently in 3rd right now. Currently in 3rd place. And driver the number 6 Darkest Dungeon Toyota Camry. Shiny also coming into the pits. And getting another shot, or going to take another shot at trying to put a proper run. But this time, she's actually within the margin. In like at least 1 or 2 seconds. So it is good that Shiny did improve big time on her run. And already at pole position so far with a 50-214. Smoke Hero also got a faster run than him, than Zach, with a 50-246, as the previous pole sitter Zach is now at 50-328, as we have less than 3 minutes remaining here at Talladega. Currently, the 5 drivers that we have for top 5. Of course, we have Apollo in 5th with a 51-009, Sam in 4th with a 54-26, Zach in 3rd with a 53-28, Smoke Hero in 2nd with a 52-46, Artie in 1st with a 50-14, currently having a pole run. Scratch not really getting himself a proper run here, but let's see if he can still improve. Of course, it is qualifying. That's all for the starting grid, let alone what you could do in the race itself. That is a whole different story in of itself, and we'll see what they could do. MTL also getting his run in, unless he's going into the pits. No, he's not going into the pits. He's going full throttle into turn 3. Let's see what he can bring out. What will his score be? What will his run be? What will be his time? Will he get himself to the top 5? No. No improvement from him. but with a 51.045 in 7th place, I feel like he could get himself a proper run today. Looking at Linz, getting close to Zach. Really tries to get ahead of him. And he does. More so sticks behind him and now gets next to him. Ooh, Zach. Almost climbing up the wall over there, or climbing up the banking. That's what makes Talladega such a dangerous place. You could climb up by sheer accident. As time is ticking and it's getting shorter, we have half a minute remaining. This has to be the lap for multiple drivers, including the one that we're looking at and the 43 that we're looking at. But I don't think Zach has to worry that much. He's currently in 3rd. Shiny all the way at the bottom of the field, but it's surprising because we are talking about, yeah, Zach and Shiny both racing together, which, funny enough, that was exactly the battle in Season 16 Talladega on Roblox. It was also on Talladega, which that race is one of the most legendary races ever. As the qualifying season is ending, we're looking at the remaining vehicles finishing, including Sam right here and Linz also. Linz shooting himself all the way up to 5th. And Apollo, unfortunately, now with a fast enough lap to really get ahead of the field. But let's see what he can still do. Shiny shot herself up from 10th to 6th, pushing Scratch to the bottom. As Apollo's about to come over to the line, we're going to take a look at what he gets himself in. No improvement from him. How about Scratch? And no improvement from him either. Artie, Smokero, Zach. I think it was Sam. Artie, Smokero, Zach, Sam, and Linz is your top 5 for the qualifying, as we are about to take a look at these cars. Coming over to the green flag. There's already Smokero attempting to overtake Artie right now. Oh, he's definitely going to overtake Artie for this one. He wants that front spot so badly, but Artie's denying him that front spot as much as he can. As these two will be duking it out for 15 laps as we're about to go green racing here. For 15 laps for the Vintage.com Talladega Showdown. Apollo immediately trying to get an insane amount of momentum and gets ahead of Scratch, but Scratch even gonna duke it out. Apollo knows that his name is also in question here since he is up front at the top spot. He needs to perform good. Oh, and there's already smoke and a crash right there. Smoke Hero, and now Sam flip it over. Multiple cars involved. Artie, who immediately goes down. Is he going to pit? What happened? Artie getting into the pits, and I think there was a miscommunication between Smoke Hero and Artie. And Artie is getting into the pits, and now the pack is, now everyone is bunched up together. Artie is going into the pits now. As we're getting into lap 2, we're looking at Apollo right now. He has a big shot at the moment. He could do anything right now. He needs to act now, or else the pack will loosen up and he will not get to the front spot anymore. So it is now for never. It is now or never for him. And Artie coming into the pits, I think. Oh, Shiny trying to go and make it free wide for him. Oh, that's not gonna go good. Oh, Shiny hitting the wall. Climbs back up. No hitting aside of herself. But she did recover the vehicle, and that is the one out of the question for a top spot. 6 more cars remaining. Shiny luckily did get her vehicle back on the field, but Artie going into the pit so soon, and it looks like his car did DNF. From what I'm looking at, I think Artist's car did retire. We'll be seeing that. If he doesn't come back after 5 laps, then I will confirm it as a retirement. As Apollo now is going to go from 5th. He's trying to go for 4th. He's looking. He's really trying to look. I think they're about to go 3 wide. Scratch keeps pushing Artie to the side, putting pressure on the driver. Apollo sliding there a bit, almost hit Linz. Very, very dangerous that the number 4 almost did that. But he has the car under control, and he is back on the field. Currently in 5th, he needs to duke it out with Linz to really keep his car up front and make sure that he does not lose that spot. The battle of Scratch versus MTL from Atlanta back at Talladega like it never even ended. These two will duke it out again. And Scratch getting ahead of MTL right now into lap 5. Apollo already far back behind the pack, all the way in 6th. Yeah, very unfortunate for him. I think that hit that he had, or that slip up, really played a big role on his pace. And now he is lost. He is out of contention for the time being, unless there is going to be an incident that could possibly profit the 4. But that's borderline impossible, as we can confirm Artie's vehicle is done for. Very unfortunate for the number 11, and not a really great way to start off the season, as that is Scratch and MTL. The battle between the two got so heated, multiple cars also involved. That looks like Linz is all the way on the field. MTL turning around and Apollo getting away. Now Shiny also having to tiptoe around the incident and make sure that she does not crash into anyone else. Oh, yoy. Now Sam also trying to get ahead. And MTL does let the 1 pass, but not the 6 for some reason. But the battle between Scratch and MTL so heated. Oy. Very unfortunate. And Scratch coming into the pits. We're looking at the 22. And I think we had the same situation that we had with Smokero and Artie, where Artie tried to go into the pits and Smokero straight up crashed. So we're taking a look if Scratch does come out of the pits at the end of the race, or if he's going to retire the vehicle in of itself. Well, from the looks of it, he's back on the field, so that is good to know. Taking a look at Shiny right now, currently in 4th. Actually doing very well, and this could be super good for the latter half of the season. Of course, 2 points, but it is 2 points, pretty good. Linz coming into the pits. Currently in 7th, and I think he might end up in 8th if he comes out of the pits, depending on how fast the pit stop goes. but I do predict he gets into 8th, as Zach gets in the top spot out of Slaughternaut. These two are now duking it out. Zach, a very, very respected driver, a multi-time race winner in LRS, and Slaughternaut, the Season 3 M champion. As Zach is coming into the pits, Slaughternaut will carry on and go as fast as possible to make as much distance and then get into the pits. And pit for the time being is Slaughternaut is going to go into lap 10, having led a chunk of the lap. I won't say half of the race, because there's also multiple cars that led, as Apollo crosses way up to 2nd. He slowly but surely got up to the top spot, but he does need to pit at one point, so I won't say this is going to be a definitive 2nd for Apollo. He needs to also pit at one point, and I feel like he's going to pit with Slaughternaut, so both of them are in the same situation. But I am not sure how that will end up. And Slaughternaut also going to the pits, meaning that Apollo is leading the pack right now. An OG up top. Beautiful to see. You love to see it. And Slaughternaut also coming into the pits. And Sam and MTL coming out, and they're gonna start their runs again. Smoker all the way in 9th, a whole lap down, unfortunately, due to that incident with him and Artie, which, of course, he's a lap down, but Artie completely DNF'd from that run. Slaughternaut coming out, and now she has to go as fast as humanly possible, while Apollo gets ready to go into the pits. Now, this could be a big opportunity for the 69. Yeah, it's not going to be a top spot for Apollo, unfortunately, but at least he could get himself at the podium. Whoa, that's a really fast pit. I think he just went for a low amount of fuel. Where does he end up? Oh, we still need to do the whole oval section here. And it's going to hold off Slaughternaut. It's also Slaughternaut, and this is going to be a very difficult situation. Zach now can run away with a top spot here. But Apollo still on the podium, means that he's still in the question for a top spot here. But he is definitely clear from Scratch, so he will 100% guarantee himself a podium unless Scratch really puts the pedal to the metal like an absolute unit and puts that car to its absolute max. Which, good luck on that, if I would say so. But Apollo getting back up to speed. He is far away from Slaughternaut, far away from Zach. So, Apollo should be good for the time being. Or slid there a little bit. Lynch duking it out with MTL now. And Scratch coming to the pits. This could be a big opportunity for Sam. And also for Lynch. But I feel like Scratch will do the same thing that Apollo did. Low fuel, new tires. I feel like that's going to be the very, very important idea for the pit strategy for the 22. I feel like that's what he'll do. Where did Zach go? Zach is just gone. He's going to the pits. So even white flag, 1 minute lap to go. Now Slaughternaut, she could do it. Slaughternaut is able to take a win here if she's fast enough. Zach's entire pit strategy went south. And now Slaughternaut could completely take over the victory here. And Sam getting himself into the podium. And now Zach coming out. But he is far away. Possibly, yeah, he's just getting a top. He's just getting a 5th spot. As we are waving the black and white checkered flag. The 69 Slaughternaut will see victory lane here at the Vintage.com Talladega Showdown. And the OG on second, another podium, back-to-back-to-back podium. Great job right there for Apollo. Sam bringing the Toyota into third. A great, fantastic performance after that unfortunate situation that he had at Atlanta, or at Michigan, excuse me. And same story for Shiny. Ended up 9th at Michigan, ends up here for 4th at Talladega. And Zach, unfortunate, a terrible pit strategy, but ends it up in 5th. A great ending to the race. And the top 5, Slaughternaut to 1, Apollo in 2nd, Sam in 3rd, Shiny in 4th, and Zach in 5th. As we're currently taking a look at the standings, we have Apollo still up top in 1st place with a total of 13 points under his name. So he's already clear from the points margin, which is very, very good. He's already clear from the minimum points that you need, which is 10. And he is good enough for that. He is safe, already over 10 at round 3. Zach is 2nd with a total of 6 points. So he already gets himself into 2nd. As we have, oh boy, that's going to be a lot of drivers. 4 drivers all contending for 3rd. Sam, Scratch, Linz, and Slaughternaut all tied with 5 points. And it looks like every driver has points. MTL Smoke Hero still duking it out. Or MTL Smoke Hero now duking it out with 4 points for a 7th spot. Audi and Shiny both fighting for 9th. With 2 points, it's about to go next into the Atlanta Motor Speedway for the Play 30 at Atlanta. So until